Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on our channel. Today, we will teach you how to prepare some delicious French macarons, a classic Parisian pastry recipe. But before that, let's review a little of the history and curiosities of these complex but exquisite sweet delights. French macarons are small, elegant, and colorful sweets that are now associated with Parisian haute patisserie, but their history goes back several centuries and with a few surprises. The origin of the macaron is not French, but Italian. It is believed to have been created in the 8th century in monasteries in Venice, where almond cookies called Macaron were made. However, it was in the 16th century that macarons arrived in France thanks to Catherine de Medici, who, upon marrying King Henry II of France, brought her Italian chefs and their recipes with her. Originally, macarons were simple round cookies made with almonds, egg whites, and sugar, without filling and with a more rustic texture. They were consumed in different regions of France, each with its own local variations. The transformation into the modern macaron occurred in the 20th century in Paris at the famous Ladurée patisserie, where the idea of joining to light crisp shells with a creamy filling in the center, usually ganache buttercream or jam, was introduced. Since then, macarons have become a symbol of French refinement, known for their vibrant colors and delicate texture. Today, macarons are recognized worldwide and are offered in a multitude of flavors, from classic vanilla, pistachio, or raspberry to modern combinations like matcha green tea, lavender, or salted caramel. Its history is also surrounded by curiosities. In France, macarons of Nancy were popular since the 18th century, made by Benedictine nuns. The modern macaron is considered one of the most difficult cookies to prepare, as it requires precision in proportions and in the mixing and baking technique. Every year in France, Macaron du Macaron is celebrated, promoted by Pierre Hermé, another of the great names in French pastry. Although often confused, macarons are not the same as macaroons with 2 O's. The latter are Gruyere coconut cookies, popular in the United States and with a completely different texture. For this recipe, you will need the following ingredients. For the macaron shells, 125 grams or 1 cup of very fine almond flour, 225 grams or 1 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. For large egg whites at room temperature, 30 grams or 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and optionally, a tablespoon of vanilla extract and gel coloring depending on the desired color, but never use liquid. For the basic filling, a chocolate ganache, 150 grams or 1 cup of chopped dark or milk chocolate, 100 milliliters or 1/3 cup plus 1 teaspoon of milk cream, with a minimum of 35% fat, and 20 grams or 1 1/2 tablespoon of unsalted butter. Don't worry about writing them down. We'll leave them in the description of this video. We will also need the following utensils: 2 large bowls, sieve or fine strainer, hand mixer or stand mixer, silicone spatula, piping bag with a plain round nozzle 1/2 centimeters or 1/4 inches, baking tray, baking paper or silicone mat, and oven. Ready? Let us go with the step-by-step preparation. Step 1. Prepare the almond mixture. Sift the almond flour and powdered sugar together and reserve in a bowl. Step 2. Beat the egg whites. Beat the egg whites at medium speed until foamy. Add the granulated sugar little by little and continue beating until you get firm, glossy peaks. Add vanilla and gel food coloring if desired. Step 3. Mix. Fold the almond and powdered sugar mixture into the whipped egg whites in 2 to 3 batches. Blend with circular movements until you achieve a smooth, fluid texture that forms a ribbon when dropped and blends in 10 seconds. Step 4. Form the macarons. Place the mixture in a pastry bag with a round nozzle. Form 3 to 4 centimeters or 2 inches circles on baking paper or a silicone mat. Gently tap the tray against the table to remove air bubbles. Step 5. Dry before baking. Let the macarons rest at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes until they no longer stick to your finger when touched gently. Step 6. Bake. Bake in a preheated oven at 150 Celsius or 300 Fahrenheit for 14 to 16 minutes. Let cool completely before peeling them off. Step 7. Prepare the ganache. Heat the cream until almost boiling. Pour over the chopped chocolate. Let it sit for 2 minutes. Mix until melted. Add the butter and mix until glossy. Refrigerate for 20 minutes to firm up. Step 8. Fill and rest. Match the macaron shells in pairs of the same size. Place the ganache in a pastry bag to fill the center of a shell. Cover with another, pressing lightly. Store macarons in the refrigerator for 24 hours before serving. This improves their texture and flavor. Before finishing, we leave you some final tips for perfect macarons. Use very fine almond flour. If not, process it in a mill and sift it well. The egg whites must be aged refrigerated for 1 to 2 days and brought to room temperature before beating. Drying time is crucial. If a crust doesn't form, they'll crack in the oven. Use a silicone mat with guides to make them the same size. Store macarons in the refrigerator for up to 5 days in an airtight container. And that's all. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed our content, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. And for more recipes and food news, don't forget to visit our website.